cherished viewers, my name is Slimore and Prrrr is about to be served hot. Now I know you're all familiar with the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But the Phoenix Suns tried to fool us 3 times. In 2021, they went to the finals and they were completely destroyed by Giannis in the finals. So we're like, okay, we'll give them a pass. In 2022, okay, defending, they went on the finals run in 2021 to 2022. At least give us a good performance. In round 2 in the playoffs, Luka Doncic went to their home court game 7 and completely spanked them. In 2023, they acquired Kevin Durant, tried to fool us again. And in round 2, they are out once again to Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Now, Teddy, we established that in this series, the team that plays on home court usually wins. The Denver Nuggets won game 1, game 2, and then they were able to also win game 5 on the in the house. But when they came on the road, they've been able to beat the Phoenix Suns, which has given them the victory to go to the next round. What do you think?
All right. So before I begin, shouts to KD, Charlie. He's been phenomenal in this in forever. And anyone putting debt on his name, Charlie, be careful, because KD is not. He's that guy. He's him. KD is him.
The Warriors fans will come at you, bro.
Oh no, relax. He's him. So you see, they acquired Kevin Durant mid-season, and he came, and he didn't play with the boys for long, and so they didn't get that kind of chemistry. And then when he came, there was injuries. That is, Booker getting hurt, CP not being around, so they didn't really play together. And then they zoomed into this playoffs, and then, like you said, they fooled us in the first round, and it looked like
against the hobbled Clippers.
Yes, a hobbling. You put the whole crutches. You put the limp way, then just destroy you. Understandable. But you see, getting in this series, we are now getting to understand that bench, even though defense is important, that wins games. Your bench also is also important, because very on the paper it looked like their first team can destroy any team, but then their bench comes in, they're producing 4, 5, 8, 10, and you see, Booker cannot put up 40 something a game twice. So with KD, he can't put up 40 something twice, and so in this series it was bound to happen with CP out, with Durant and Charlie. Shout out to PJ Tucker. You showed us the way. Yeah, you showed us how
the way he got them last year.
You showed me how Moku got KD. Now people now don't put respect on KD's name, because they are like, we now know your kryptonite. So Charlie, it just had to happen, and it's sad. It's sad it happened to KD.
George, now in this series, we know Mike Malone is a very defensive coach, the coach of the Denver Nuggets, and oh my word, he put on a defensive masterclass. He almost triple teamed Devin Booker every time he got the ball, triple teamed Kevin Durant every time he got the ball. How impressed were you with the Nuggets victory?
You see, when you're playing against this Denver Nuggets side, you're playing against 6 players, because one, Nikola Jokic as a center, you're playing him, and you're also playing his mentality, his IQ. He's very big. Now you see, this game is a game whereby we at this home court advantage. If you don't capitalize with your home, and the other team tends to spot your weakness, they are going to fist out. Now you see, the combination between KD and Devin Booker, they are mid-range assassins.
Yeah.
You give them that kind of space at the perimeter, they are going to deliver. And it was quite a good adjustment that, yes, he saw that let's choke them at the perimeter. Now this Denver Nuggets side, they outplay the Phoenix Suns, they outplay them with team structure. They even outplay them in terms of the defensive wise, and also team quality. You look at their bench, their depth, they are outplaying them in terms of physique. So they were not much.
They look bigger than them too as well. They are defending so well.
Their size, they are very big. That's how I started that. When you are playing against this team, you are playing 6 men. Nikola Jokic himself and his mentality, he's very big. So Charlie, it's sad because KD stands out there. You don't have any point to defend yourself again. Now you have to buy out that assertion that KD needs the super team to make it. And
not just a super team. Not just a super team. He needs Steph Curry.
Hey, the Warriors fans will come.
As the KD fans are liking somewhere crying, the Warriors fans are happy
somewhere. Yeah. So that was it. The Phoenix Suns are out of the NBA playoffs in embarrassing fashion. Last year we saw what Luka did to them at halftime in that game 7. They were up by 30, and same thing happened last night where the Denver Nuggets were also up by 30 at the Suns home court. So Phoenix Suns out of the playoffs. I'm sure KD and Co in Cancun, right? They are ready to move to Cancun right now. But now we are getting to where the 2 most important words in sports. Game 7. Yes, you heard me right. There will be a game 7. Celtics versus Sixers. Game 6 took a very, very interesting turn. At the start of the game, Celtics started really, really hot where they got a 16-point lead. And it felt like, the Celtics were going to take the victory at Wells Fargo. But Embiid pulled up, Maxey pulled up. They were able to overturn that deficit heading into the fourth quarter. Then everything switched. The green team, I should call them, delivered, and the Celtics got the victory. Now, George, how impressed were you with how the Celtics played late in the fourth?
It was okay. I expected that, Charlie, because this Celtics team, they don't close out their games good. So if you are coming into the fourth quarter, you must be ever ready. Judging from game 5, you can see that there are adjustments sometimes, and this is what happens when you buy a Lamborghini to a young boy. You have all these materials, you have all these talents, but you see the difference between the Celtics side this season and the Celtics side last season is now the Celtics side this season are much more focusing on their offense. Now you see they are, and this is something that they should look out to when you are playing. The ISO is too much. You are shooting more. They are shooting very, very more, and they are not making it. Also, there are players that are good around the perimeter are struggling. So you see, it turns out to Joe Mazzulla to make sure that he gets his adjustments on. Now I was impressed in the fourth quarter. Now we are getting to see that Jason Tatum will start a game and struggle, and he's going to be at like a clutch guy in the ending moment. So shout outs to them also.
You're not sure say as we go halftime, your man go text Kobe for lockout.
Shout outs to them also, but it's fun. They are going back to TD Garden because if you don't get that win, bro, and this NBA Finals is scripted, as I said. The Celtics is going to be a battle of who hangs the 18th banner, the Celtics versus the Lakers.
So predictions already come out. Now, Teddy, if you compare that series against the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers for the Boston Celtics, some things are very glaring. We could spot Smart playing very, very well in both series. We've seen Malcolm Brogdon also play very well, but Al Horford has been really struggling from the tee, and maybe that's the reason why the Celtics were not able to close out them at the TD Garden. But now they've got a chance again. Game 7. How impressed were you with your Boston Celtics?
Very, very, very impressed. And with the point you made concerning Horford is true, because on the defense you have to guard a player like Embiid, who is very big in physique wise, and then when maybe you get a rebound and then you give it to your small guard or your point guard to run the flow, before you run and get to where you stand to shoot your three, you're already tired. So I don't really blame him. And then the adjustment Mazzulla made, that is playing Rob Williams and then Horford together, was really great, because now Horford doesn't have to do much, but then Rob will do the work. And then when we go to the offense side, that is when I'll take over. That was very nice. And then with the Tatum taking over the fourth quarter, I really don't like it. I really don't like it.
You said it the last time.
I really don't like it, because when you make your mind that you are a fourth quarter player, kind of player, so now you give the other team the momentum to move. So now they're like, okay, we can actually win because we have the points, we are having the points. So before maybe we get to fourth quarter and then they're leading us by 20, are you sure you can close that 20 points? Because you've frozen the whole game. Are you sure you can freeze and give us 20 points? It's not possible.
To add on the Celtics team also, you see, going into the game 7, they have to capitalize and also make sure that they are good in terms of transitional defense, because you have a player like Tyrese Maxey. His speed is so quick. So with game 7, things I would like to see is he making sure that they quickly get back on defense and settle down and defend well. So I'm tipping them to triumph to the NBA conference.
And another point I'll add, the Celtics bench gave us 25 points and then the Philly bench gave us 9 points. That was one of the difference, because in the other games I think Melton comes in and then he's always big.
Daniel House as well.
Daniel House as well. That is the last game, and I think this time their bench couldn't surprise us, and I think that was one of the things.
Well, speaking of Jason Tatum, in as much as we watch the game of basketball for fun and then we are getting all our tactics and everything, sometimes it gives us motivation. The saying where it's better late than never. I think Jason Tatum really showed us what that means, because it was coming, but it came late in the fourth and it really helped them. He scored 16 points to the Philadelphia 76ers 13 points. So Jason Tatum outscoring the Sixers late in the fourth. Very, very important for the Celtics.
Jason Tatum is the NBA's best YouTuber.
It's a lie.
Hey, Charlie.
How to tie your tie.
So now the Sixers were able to close that game out. We are going to game 7 where they're in a lot of trouble because the coach that they have is one of the worst in Game 7s. If you didn't know, Doc Rivers will now be a head coach for a Game 7 for the 16th time. And he has one of the worst records there. And I have first-hand experience being a Clippers fan. In 2020, went to the Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets and we were hooped. So good luck to the Sixers fans. We'll see how that pans out. Now moving to staying in the East, Miami versus the New York Knicks. We went back to the Garden. It felt like, Miami were looking to close things out, but Butler and co unable to finish the job, and Jalen Brunson and co still have one more life left. They'll be going back to Miami. You think they can pull off Game 6 and then maybe get a Game 7?
Honestly, I think they can pull off, because when you compare both rosters and you make a matchup between both the starting lineup, there's clearly not that great difference between the players, because they've lost
maybe the standout player being Butler.
Yes, he's like the only standout player, and they have a vet in the name of Kevin Love. They have Vincent, and then there are names that when you hear you don't get frightened. But then with the Knicks, they have Randall, they have Barrett. These are big time players, and they have Brunson, who has showed us that it wasn't only in Mavericks, but he can do it also when it comes to the Knicks. And I think they can actually do it if only Barrett and then Randall step up, because I think they dropped 20 something in this game, and then Brunson did his thing 30 something, and that is what they need now. Give me 20 something. Barris, give me 20 something. Brunson,
so everyone, take us home. Your part.
Do your part. The rest, take us home.
We'll take you home. Now, George, they have a chance. They have a chance of pulling off a Game 7, but they are going away to the Miami Heat, which could be proven to be very, very difficult. Do you think the Knicks stand a chance?
I'll take from where he said that, yes. When you look at their game last time, their bench could not match up to the Miami bench, so they deeply rely on their starters. So it is up to the starters to take that job. Yeah, I'm carrying that franchise. Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, bro, you've been getting that comment. You have to step up. So if these players can do what he said, I think they can force a Game 7. But let's not sweep the fact that Miami and Eric Spoelstra, bro, they've got that experience. They've been there. They know how to maneuver their way through and also not force a Game 7, because when you get into a Game 7, it's an open game.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Back to the Garden too,
yes, so
Miami need to close
and when you get to the Madison Square Gardens, bro, it's going to burst, Charlie. The intensity of the game is going to be heated up. And
well, if there's a Game 7, it's surely going to be interesting. Now, the NBA has awarded the All-NBA teams. If you don't know what the All-NBA teams like, and you watch football, it's like the World 11 or the 5th Pro XI. But for the NBA, we've got the All-NBA first team, second team, third team. I'll run through that for you, so you'll be able to get them. Now, there are some interesting names there as well. So our pundits will be able to debate on that and then see who they expected to be there and then who wasn't there for them. For the All-NBA first team, we've got Giannis, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then Luka Doncic making the first team. For the second team, the center Nikola Jokic, Donovan Mitchell of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Stephen Curry of the Warriors, Jimmy Butler, and then Jaylen Brown. For the third team, Domantas Sabonis and then his partner De'Aaron Fox, all in the third team. Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers, Julius Randle, and finally the King, LeBron James. Now, Teddy, which name was most surprising to you, and then who do you think missed out?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
But he was in the first team, so there's
yes,
no problem.
In the first team, I even though he was good during the season, I don't think he deserves it. In a sense, I'm coming.
So who do you think should replace him as a guard?
Obviously, Jokic. No, that's it. Like Jokic should be in this lineup. But
we know the All NBA teams, they are really specific about the position. So it's 2 guards, 2 forwards, and 1 center. And when with the 2 forwards, we've got Giannis and then Jason Tatum. Who are we going to take out for Jokic to come there? And then we know Jokic is the center. Yeah. And Embiid won the MVP. So you just can't take out Embiid. So
still I go with Jokic. At least they should force him into it. So it doesn't make sense. Why should I be in the MVP race? So when the league started, it was just in Tatum in a run. And then now Jokic came to take over. He was first for some time. And then Embiid came to finish it up. So why would I be in the MVP race? And then now All NBA first team, I'm not a part of it. It doesn't make sense.
Well, a lot of fans also agree with Teddy. They feel like making it strictly position based causes a lot of problem. Now, George, what do you think?
The list, I totally agree. I was impressed. Now, you see, when it comes to this NBA, they don't go with, like, they are not that biased. It's based on stats. With Shai, bro, when he got selected by
yes.
Now, he got traded to OKC from
the
Clippers.
Clippers. In that Paul George trade.
Yeah. Now he got there last season, bro. This season he stepped up. He's averaging about 31 points per game. That is huge. Now you look at that OKC roster, bro. It's a team of youngsters. Now, and it was quite shocking they didn't make it to the playoffs though. But Shea deserves to be there, and it's a perfect list to me, bro. That is a good a team, Charlie.
Well, for me, when the list came out at first, I was looking at LeBron James because I felt like maybe he wouldn't make the list because of the number of games he played. In the NBA, it's an 82-game season, and he only played 55 games. But come on, LeBron averaged 30 on 50% shooting this year. So I guess that's why he's there. Now, to climax it all, the most anticipated series of them all is going to 6 games. LeBron James versus Steph Curry. We'll get to see them once again, but we are going to the crypto arena and it promises to be interesting. Now at the Chase Center, Warriors have been so good at home and they proved why they are one of the best teams at home. Steph Curry and co pulled up.
So you see, I think Steve Kerr is one of the most comfortable coaches because in this series he has been experimenting. So in the first he started Looney and then he brought in Jermichael Green and then now Draymond Green is playing a center. And I think it goes a long way to let understand that he has trust in his players. He's playing small ball with no center against a team like Lakers.
In the lineup, there's Draymond Green in the lineup.
These are small players playing against bigger boys like Vanderbilt, like LeBron, like AD. It's not possible. It shouldn't be done. And I think when you are leading a series like 3-1, you feel so complacent. You are like, oh, 3-1 there.
There were even rumors that maybe the Lakers could bench our players.
You see, you feel like you've done it.
You finished it up.
I think that was one of the reasons why they lost the previous game because they thought it was a done deal. And AD has started doing his thing.
Hey,
yeah,
your man fall down small.
Yeah, somebody touch up small.
But there's word that he'll be playing in Game 6. So a little bit more optimism.
Let's hope.
George, you predicted earlier that the Lakers were going to finish things up in 6.
I give all the
but it seems like it didn't work out. So are they really going to finish it in Game 6 or are we going to see 7?
My prediction will work out. It's me versus the dog on TikTok. Now
that dog right out there, Charlie.
You see, if you are a Lakers fan and you watch how Stephen Curry dominated against the Sacramento Kings, he dropped the 50 points. You'll be scared that yes, I can't let this game go to Game 7. If you're a Warriors fan, you are comfortable because yes, Game 6 Clay is alive. Yeah. When we get to Game 7, it's an open game. But then and again, the odds are favoring this Lakers side because one, at the crypto arena this postseason, the Lakers are 5-0. They have defended that court. So when you are going to the crypto arena,
you should be shaking.
And also, you have LeBron James on your roster, who has never blown
a 3-1
lead. Steph Curry has done that, but with LeBron James
against the same LeBron James.
So when you are going there,
the narratives everywhere.
You are shaking. But you see, you give credit to this Warriors team because they are exploiting, as you said. You started the series in Game 1. You saw that they made 28 points in the paint.
Yeah.
Fast moving forward in Game 4, they were like, if we are going to beat them, we are supposed to get sure that where we capitalize on, we are supposed to also make sure that their strength, we are supposed to get a point there. Now, in Game 4, the Warriors have about 54 points, outscoring the Lakers in the paint. So they are exploiting. And this is how they are doing it. They are getting AD out of the key and they are going with the pick and rolls. And Game 5, we saw that Draymond Green stepped up because yes, he's that kind of player.
20 as well.
He's that kind of player that yes, he screens more. Most of them are illegal screens, but he's that good screener. So when you get this kind of situations and you have Draymond Green stepping up, you are going to win. But moving into Game 6, you have the likes of LeBron James who is going to feast. We are happy that Anthony Davis did not get that concussion, and he's coming stronger. So in Game 6 is going to be something heated up at the crypto arena.
And one player,
we are not going to Game 7.
Yeah,
it is Lakers in 6.
Hey,
one player I want to commend is Jordan Poole. As you know, sit up. Yeah, the Warriors found the day in top, but he gets on girlfriend be Ice Spice.
Hey.
Whatever Ice Spice they do them. Yeah, they need them.
No, you see, sometimes when Aisha Curry is on the court, and this man they play wow.
Steph Curry they play wow. Charlie.
So you say she forgot
to bring something out of the men.
Now for Game 5, I think the glaring numbers were at the free throw line. The Lakers usually dominated at the free throw line, but this time around they didn't get as many free throws as they used to. So maybe that was the reason why Steph Curry and co were able to grab the victory. Now look, on Sunday it promises to be crunch we could see Warriors versus Lakers game 7 on Sunday, as we already have Celtics versus Sixers on Sunday game 7. So make sure to tune in. If you're not able to watch the match, don't worry. Monday we'll bring you all the analysis, all the breakdown. Today I did this with Teddy and George doing all the breakdown for you, and we hope to see you Monday with some more interesting stories. We might be saying bye-bye to the MVP, or we'll be saying bye-bye to the light-skinned Kobe. Catch us same time Monday. We'll bring you all the juice.